Hey YouTube, Anna here. So I'm here to film my 13-week update. I feel like I'm in the second trimester. I know some apps like OVS say that I'm still in my first trimester till the end of this week, but I'm counting this as second trimester. Um, Everyone in the world knows I'm pregnant, which is really exciting. Um, so let me get into the symptoms of this past week and sort of the events that have happened. I have been getting just a little bit of cramps, but not as frequently as a few weeks ago. Um, I talked to my midwife and my nurse about pumping the colostrum that I'm leaking, and she said, yes, you can go ahead and do that. There are colostrum collection kits, which are like really small, like maybe 30 milliliter cylinders that you attach to your breast pump, and you can pump into that and freeze it. So yeah, I haven't been like pumping every day. I only pump when I see some sort of leaking happening. So I only pumped once this past week, and I got like tiny drops out of both sides. And yeah, I can't even freeze that. Like, it's just, there's nothing there. Nothing like actually, well, there was like some like spray in the little canister that I was pumping into, and then like just a tiny, like half a drop of colostrum collected at the very bottom. So I ended up just asking Cecilia if she wanted some of mommy's milk, and she said yes. So she kind of just like licked it. That was it. So, yeah, I don't know that I will actually be like producing until later, and I don't know if I will produce at all. But anyway, I just want like to get my body used to it since I had issues breastfeeding with Cecilia. Get my body used to expelling that kind of stuff, and hopefully can build up a little bit of a supply of colostrum. That'd be good. I noticed that this week I saw that I have a linea negra now. So it's that dark line that goes, like right now it's just from my belly button down. Um, so yeah, it's there. It's really light, and I had a really light linea negra with Cece, and it never extended above my belly button, I don't think at all, which I found interesting because I know that like I'm half Mexican, half Caucasian, and so I thought that like with my darker skin, I would have like a more distinct linea negra, but I don't. So I guess my belly is Caucasian. uh, I have been so emotional, and so tired and lots of acne, but emotional has been like at the top of my list. Luckily, I don't think that I've been lashing out as much at Doug. I say as much, but probably probably the same amount at Doug, my husband. But I just cry at everything. Like, I went to go get my blood work done after meeting with my midwife and my nurse. They gave me the kit to go take to the lab to go get my panorama blood work. So I went there, and I was sort of expecting to have to like explain why there are all these bruises all over my arm. I don't know if you can see, yeah, the bruise on my arm, and there's a bruise there too. And they're light right now, but anyway, so I was anticipating having to explain everything, but the lady that actually called me back was the same lady that tried to check me in like a week ago. So I was like, oh, it's you, thank God. I don't have to explain anything to you. And she was like, nope, nope, I remember you. Poor thing, getting poked all those many times. And then we started chatting, and I was just, trying to be nice, and I was a little nervous because I was terrified that this was going to go poorly. And so I was like, did you have any plans this weekend? Any big things going on. And she's like, oh yeah, my son is playing in a basketball tournament. And I was like, oh, that's exciting. And she was like, yeah, it's kind of different because this is the first time he's played since he was in a car accident. He got hit by a drunk driver while he was on his motorcycle. And like, she was totally calm about it. This is probably like months ago. But I was like, oh my God. Like, I was devastated for her. And I was like, was he wearing a helmet? And she's like, no, he wasn't. It could have been so much worse. And I was just like tearing up just talking to her about it. And she had told me just like things about their life, and they're sad. And she's like, you know, I bought him a new bike, and I told him that if he's gonna ride, he has to wear a helmet from now on, and he's agreed. And the drunk driver just didn't stop at a stop sign and ran right into him. So anyway, so she's telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, stop talking because I'm gonna cry. And I'm like trying to like suck in the tears because I'm like welling up. And she's like, oh honey, don't cry. If you cry, I will definitely cry. And I was like, yeah, I need your eyes to be clear so that you can poke me just once. And she starts laughing and she's like, I'm good, I'm good. She was sniffling though. And so I looked away and I'm like, I need a tissue. Like I was crying so hard. She was the sweetest lady ever. She gave me her name and she was like, if ever you need any more blood work, you can come ask for me. I'm here most days. And I was like, oh, I will. I love you so much. So yeah, very emotional. And when I came out of the lab, Doug was sitting in the car with Cece in the back, and I was like just all puffy, like tears streaming down my face. I cried off my makeup. It was like I was a mess, like just a freaking mess. And then I went to go see Beauty and the Beast with my best friend, and like, I know what to expect. I've seen Beauty and the Beast 100 times. I started crying so hard. Just crying. And I really just couldn't stop. Like, I was just so moved. And I would look at her and be like, I can't stop. And she's emotional too, but like, you know, much more in control of her tears. And she's like, it's sad, it's okay. And I was like, I can't, just like physically can't stop crying. Oh, and so that part is kind of new for me, like feeling out of control in terms of like, once I start crying, I cannot stop crying at all. Yeah, just insane. So this past weekend we did a bunch of yard work. We like totally revamped the front of our house, and so we were tilling and digging up and replanting and laying down fabric and all that stuff. So Saturday, I think I kind of overdid it. Like I felt just extremely sore and extremely nauseous and like lightheaded. I wasn't listening to my body as much, and I needed to like remind myself that yeah, I'm pregnant, like I need to slow down a little bit. I didn't spot or anything, which is great, and I was drinking tons of water. I made sure of that. But I was extremely tired, like physically, not just like emotionally drained from the pregnancy, but like physically drained. So the second day was a much lighter day. Like my husband had to do a bunch of the extra work. It was like, you know, hauling mulch and laying it out and stuff like that. And I did a lot of I did most of the planting, and then I was done. I was sort of like, I'm lightheaded, I'm hungry, I need to just like stop. So yeah, so I really took it easy that day, but I was still very sore and still very much recovering from the day before. But I felt a little bit better, and I slept great last night. And then this morning I woke up and I just had that like hit by a truck tired sort of feeling. And so I rolled out of bed and I ate my breakfast, and then I laid on the couch and I slept. And I slept hard. Oh, I also have been having major allergies. I never had allergies when I lived in Oregon, which is where I was born and raised. And then when I moved to Florida, I started to get sort of irritated by whatever was blooming there. The pollen in northern Florida is insane. Like thick layers of yellow pollen on your car. It's insane. And New Mexico, once I moved here, my allergies just started to get like even more irritated. In the springtime especially, because it's windy and it blows up all the dust because it's the desert. So it's like dust and pollen just like irritating my face, and like scratchy throat, watery eyes, stuffy nose. And my midwife gave me a sheet of medicine that I can take, like approved medicine I can take. And so Claritin and Zyrtec were both on there. And so is Benadryl, but Benadryl knocks me out. And I have to function because I have a toddler. So I've been taking Zyrtec most days, and then a couple days ago it just wasn't working, and so I switched to Claritin, and it worked like not at all. So I was working outside, so my allergies were like extra irritated, and I was on Claritin and like just runny nose, coughing, sneezing, just all the crazy allergies. So that was insane, and I was like, I can't wait for this day to be over. So this morning when I woke up and I took a Zyrtec, not a Claritin, I started to be able to breathe through my nose, and I think like the combination of being able to breathe and feeling super tired like made me so sleepy, because I'm like, oh, I can finally like breathe comfortably and sleep at the same time. This is a new concept. So yeah, I took my pill and then just passed out on the couch. Cecilia would ask for snacks, and I'd get up to get her snacks and her water and her milk, and she was watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and some Sesame Street. So yeah, I had a lazy day, a lazy morning at least, and now I am sort of trying to kick my butt into high gear and get stuff done, film my 13-week update, and do some cleaning. So I think that's what I'm going to do this afternoon while she's still sleeping. Okay, so that's my 13-week update. I will see you guys hopefully next weekend. Hopefully I'll get it on time, and I might know the gender of my baby by next weekend. So fingers crossed that this one goes well. All right, bye guys. Hey guys, so I'm just going to tack this onto my 13-week update. I got a package in the mail from Sarah Loves Peter, and I opened the card, but I haven't opened my gift yet, and so I want to do that on camera. It says, "Congratulations on making a tiny human." Dear Anna, I'm so happy for you and your family on the upcoming arrival of baby number 2. I hope you're feeling well and you enjoy the blocks. Love, Sarah. Yay! I'm so excited. These are the milestone blocks. I can't wait. Oh, look at how cute they are. Okay, they're beautiful. So this is what I see when I'm opening the box. This is awesome. Ah, they're beautiful. She is so freaking talented. So like they're all cool. Harry Potter. Like every number looks like it's straight from Harry Potter. That's so awesome. So I told her that no matter what, we are definitely getting, or we're doing a, I know, Cece, we're doing a Harry Potter themed party, or not party. Can't form a sentence. Nursery, there we go. So that one says weeks till we meet our future Gryffindor. And then this one says days. How freaking cute is that? That's the cutest thing ever. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm just staring at them. Sorry, that's like dead air for you guys. But, oh, it turned out beautifully. Just gorgeous. You're so freaking talented. Like, seriously. Amazing. I have zero talent. When I told her that, I was like, you know, maybe she'll do like a lightning bolt in one corner. That'd be cool. Because that's all I could sort of think of. I had this like blows my mind in terms of just skill and prettiness. It's so pretty. All right. I love you guys and I'll talk to you later. Bye.